What's up, guys? This is filmmaker Ron K. Armstrong, filmmaker extraordinaire, with some more movie news. But before I go into it, I want you to hit that like button, and if this is your first time watching, subscribe to my channel. So, according to The Hollywood Reporter, Ryan Coogler signs on to write and direct Black Panther sequel. So this is cool news, and there he is, the man himself. The filmmaker behind the $1.3 billion hit is expected to begin pinning the follow-up next year, say sources. And let's see what it says here. Sources tell The Hollywood Reporter that the filmmaker behind Marvel's landmark Black Panther has quietly closed a deal to write and direct the sequel. While the movie was expected, Marvel wanted to keep the creative team as intact as possible, and a sequel was never any real doubt. The timing was always unclear, and I'm sure Marvel made a smart decision by keeping on the same creative team, because you want to keep the consistency between films. I remember many years ago, that was a problem that I had with the Star Trek movies, that you go see Star Trek 2, the Wrath of Khan was great, and Star Trek 3 wasn't that great, and 4 declined. That's because they had different directors and creative teams, and you just got this real inconsistent feel between the Trek films. So it goes on to say that the Black Panther, centering on T'Challa, the king of the fictional African country, was an outsized success, both commercially and critically. Yeah, it took him by surprise. The pick, which starred Chad Boswick as the hero, grossed $700 million domestically. Yeah, it rocked domestically, it kicked butt, and more than $1.3 billion worldwide, and is also considered a contender for Oscar consideration. The movie became a defining cultural moment and touchstone, especially in the Black community. Okay, in the weeks prior and after the film's February release, both Marvel and Coogler's camp were hounded about when a sequel deal would be inked. Typically, a filmmaker is more than willing to quickly sign on for a follow-up, and a studio is eager to snap up a key piece of talent in the lead-up to or right after a successful opening. But Coogler's camp shook off the peer pressure and took its time in making a deal, which occurred under the radar some time ago. So that was a smart decision of his, to just not rush anything, because you want to make sure that you know, with every film, the budget increases, that you have more creative control, things like that. So I'm sure that he was probably in a better position to negotiate. Sources say the plan at this stage is for Coogler to write the script next year, with an eye to start production in either late 2019 or early 2020. Marvel and parent company Disney, however, have not made any official announcements about Marvel's slate of movies beyond the release of the next Avengers pick in May 2019 and a Spider-Man Homecoming sequel in July, and plans could shift. So I'm going to tell you right away, any films coming out in May 2019 are going to get squashed by the Avengers. Avengers is going to crush it at the box office. So the studios will be wise to release their films well before or well after May. Coogler is developing the drama Wrong Answer with his frequent collaborator and Black Panther star Michael B. Jordan. He is also executive producing LeBron's James Space Jam sequel and acts in the same capacity on the upcoming Creed 2. So Creed 2 should be interesting. I know a lot of people are looking forward to it. So that is the story. We're going to get a Black Panther sequel, and I hope it really rocks, and it has a great villain, and it keeps the same consistency and feel as the first Black Panther movie. But let me know what you think. You know, just please feel free to write in the comment box. This is Ron K. Armstrong, filmmaker extraordinaire, and until my next video, keep making films.